All right, I'm here to take you through a narrative of how Arlington Toyota has caused us, my fiance and I, to have the worst buying experience in history uh, for us. We have some issues with the software, among other things, that went from aesthetic to, according to Toyota, Toyota standards, unsafe. We bought this car. It's a 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross. Bought the car in April, and we've had issues with it ever since. So I'm going to take you through the smaller issues, then go to the bigger stuff. Number one, about 2 months into our purchase, I was driving one evening in the rain, and I noticed from the edge a crack creeping up in the windshield. So I told Amy about it. Amy called Toyota. This is the customer service we got for our bumper-to-bumper warranty that we have that covers every single thing in the car. They told us that they don't handle the glass. We have to do that ourselves. So this is our first dealing with customer support, and they said, "You're on your own. Deal with it." We had to call I forget what glass company and set up an appointment, and so that was left in our hands. And upon talking to them, we set up an appointment, and we find out we have to get the glass from Toyota. It has to be Toyota glass, so they have to order that. That takes time. Awesome. So we're on standby with the cracked windshield. Let me tell you, when Amy brought it up to the dealership to show that to them, and they told us that we had to deal with it ourselves. It's funny. One of the ladies, she was very dismissive of Amy and told her, "Oh no, I see chips in the windshield. I see chips where it had been hit." And no. I got it back to the house when I heard Amy brought it back to the house, and when Amy told me this, I said no, because visibly you can't see any chips, you can't feel any chips. So I said, just because I have a digital microscope that attaches to your phone. I went and looked out at that, and you can tell there were no chips in the windshield. This is caused by a faulty windshield. They want to argue that, but that's okay. They don't want to admit to anything being faulty. It really takes verification, and which is I'll get to. So we dealt with this. Like I said, very dismissive, not very helpful at all. Left it all in our hands. Not very friendly about it. So we get the Toyota glass. We get the schedule. We get the lady to come out to the house. Luckily, Amy works at home, so she didn't have to take time off. Other than to be outside and talk with the lady, which she did on her lunch break. But if she had to work, we both work, and she would have to take a day off, or I would, to meet this person. So this one of the inconveniences that Toyota has caused on our time, because they don't do their stuff bumper to bumper like they say. So she comes out, the tech comes out, and gets the glass in, and then plugs it in to recalibrate everything, and the software doesn't fit. It hadn't been updated. Awesome. So we had to wait to get the glass from Toyota. Now I have to wait again, make another appointment again. Luckily, Amy works from home. Had to make another appointment to meet this girl when she got the proper software. This was, I think, 2 weeks later. So we're on standby again with broken windshield. Our phone car charger, less than a month of having this car, the phone charger goes bad. So you're supposed to, it's a hotspot, you put your phone on it, and it charges your phone. It wouldn't charge. Again, same lady. Same lady that was very dismissive of the windshield would also talk to Amy when she brought it up there to talk about the phone charger. And this, by the way, hold on a second. Go backtrack a little bit. Scheduling appointments for repairs for a brand new car. Not an old car, brand new car. At least a week out. We had to call to come in about our broken phone charger. We had to wait a week out about our windshield to come in just to have them look at that. Had to wait a week out just to come in. This is a brand new car. Had to wait a week out just to come in, have an appointment to get them to look at our car. This is crazy. So, phone charger had to be changed out. Okay, they ordered that, changed that out. One of the many times we had it in the shop. They changed it once. Now it is still very finicky. It works if you have the phone sitting just right and there are absolutely no bumps. But what I wanted to say about bringing it in, when we finally did get an appointment, the same lady that was dismissive about the windshield was still very dismissive and had a very dismissive attitude, telling him, well, no, it needs to be outside of the case. I've tried it outside of the case. I already tried that, and very not nice. So, now, we have, so less than a month into purchasing this vehicle, brand new, we get an email, an airbag recall on this vehicle. Now, tell you about the decline repair. You want to watch these guys and their receipts when you bring your car in to have it serviced, because they will add shit to your stuff that you didn't do. You didn't verify, it didn't happen. Very important. This is part of the receipt we got, bringing this in. This stuff I get to later. This. I will read this. Customer was advised of condition and risk covered by campaign safety non-compliance recall 23TA08. Which is that? 23TA08. Was offered free repair. Customer declined. Customer was advised of the importance of completing the campaign and was told it will remain open at this time. It's total bullshit. A free repair, and nah. This is the service director, Julia Patrovic. All right. Service director said, "No, that shouldn't be here. The computer must have automatically generated that." Nah, man. So we had to get this changed. Where it says the same recall, parts not available. That parts not available. Instead of this, they said, but had we not caught this and said, they said and that customer declined. This was a free repair, and we were advised of the importance of getting it done. No, complete lie. Nothing. Had to get it changed to this, which is the actual what happened. It wasn't there. You can't fix. They still, by the way. It's no December now, they still haven't fixed it. What they said when I finally tracked down corporate and figured it out is a cable that goes from the steering column to the passenger side airbag, and sometimes it won't deploy if it has that certain cable in it. It won't fire off from the impact. So we still don't have the cable, and until they fix the cable, they're not going to go in and look at it to even tell us if our cable has that serial number on it that is a faulty cable. Leaving us hanging. It could be, it couldn't be. Toss a coin. Now, so, watch these guys. When they give you a readout of what they did to your car, they're going to tell you declined certain safety issues. Okay, windshield. Now, we come to the software issue number 1. This engine shut off in the rain. This is another deal that happened where we had to make effing appointments a week out, had to come in because the software, our car shut off. Amy told me she comes home crying one day. She was in the rain, she's waiting at a light, car just shuts off. Everything shuts off. Now it has automatic brake deal where the engine will shut off to save the battery, cool. But no, everything went black. She's in the rain at dark, she didn't know what the hell to do. She didn't know if people start beeping at her, she's panicked, freaking out, flipping out, starts almost having a panic attack. Gets the car started, gets home, tells me what's going on. All right. Call Toyota, report what happened. They say bring it in, and you guessed it, a week, and we'll look at it. So we, well, not knowing what the hell's going on. We bring it in the first time. Amy comes home almost crying again. What happened? I ask her, and she says that they tried to make it sound like she was doing something wrong. It was all on her. It could not be anything wrong with the car. It had to be her. She was not depressing her foot right on the pedal. Something was going on. She was not holding the steering wheel right. Something that she wasn't doing right is what was causing the car to shut off. She's exasperated, doesn't know. She's, of course, almost panic attack. So, I tell them, I call them like, no, there's no way. It happens the second time. Dude, she calls, again, scheduled an appointment a week out. She tries to explain, this is what happened there. No, it has to be something you're doing wrong. All right. A month into this, I happen to be with her, it's raining, we're at a stoplight, shuts off completely. So I get my phone out, I happen to get my phone out, I record what's going on. And it had totally shut off, and it said on the dashboard something was going, something about you having to report something to something, whatever, some warning and thing, but car completely died, shut off, report something to manufacturer. So I had to shut everything down, put it in the park, restart it, get it home. I get home, call them. I told them I got video. So, a week later, go in, I take the video. I have to say our mechanic, Chauncey Andrews, he's the guy I've been talking to. He did great. He did everything, great attitude, tried everything he could. Saw that and said, yeah, okay, that's totally wrong. He wanted to show that to his manager, Sulio. So this was a Friday, and I guess they finally, when the manager looked at that and said no, they tried to fix it, tried a factory reset. Finally, I think third time in, they reached out to corporate. Corporate told them, you know what? This is faulty software. We've been having this issue. This is a known occurrence. What happens is when it's raining, you have the windshield wipers on, it crosses something up and it causes the car to shut down. Wow, awesome. So, it's taken over a month of dealing with this, not knowing what the hell is going on. Then they tell us it's a software issue that had they reached out to corporate in the first place, one, we'd have known about it earlier. Two, corporate knew about it and is sending these cars out with this shit going on that that is freaking out people. Did it to Amy because in the rain of all things, it's shutting the damn car down. Not good at all. So they replaced the software. Had to go in the headset and replace the software. Now, since they replaced that software, we've had other issues. We've had, let me see. These are other let me see, aesthetic issues, I'll call it, that I deal with. Now this is one video of our navigation system just being completely blank.
So this is what my map screen is showing now. Switch that to my normal map screen. Push the map screen. Awesome. Search. Recent searches. Midtown Parkway. Can't get directions to Midtown Parkway. Dismiss. Really? That's awesome. Recent searches. Where I live at. Where we been before. Oh, dismiss. Can't find certain directions. That's awesome. Let me see. Got my screen there. Push the icon. I got nothing. That's awesome.
Sweet. Okay. Now this one, let me narrate this and walk you through it. This is a blank screen. I have to, sometimes I'll go to different apps when one is frozen. I'll hit another app and it'll unfreeze it, the software, and then I'll go back to the other app so that it's working again. It happens. So I jump started by switching the app, okay? Then it shows just a road map, and then by itself, this morphs into, it shows an active route of me being able to drive from where I came from and also to where I'm going. Even though I had not typed in any destination, it automatically put me going to my house and also going back to where I came from at the same time. And that morphs into just me going to my house. Again, hadn't typed anything in. It's very interesting. Jump start the road a ways. Drive either way.
Interesting. I did that all by itself.
Okay. So now, we had, again, week-long appointments, a week out. I forget how many appointments we would have. We'd come in one time, a tech would reset it. We'd try it. It'd work for a day, have to schedule an appointment. So we're working on a week. Goes by, not having music, not having navigation, not having the functions of the software that we paid for, that we bought, that they said they sold us. So through different techs, the mechanic, finally they refers to corporate. So corporate wants to send out a field tech. All right, so awesome. We have to. Well, first of all, let me backtrack. Refers us to corporate. So we get a lady named Fatima. is our case manager in corporate. And Toyota Corporate will know this case number. That's our case number with Toyota Corporate. Fatima was our case manager. So, everything that goes through Fatima that goes to corporate, again, takes at least a week. We will give her some information, and we didn't get our information that was at Toyota referred to corporate. They didn't transfer any of our information in our videos and pictures. None of that documentation was transferred. We had to start from scratch with corporate. Everything else, videos, document what happened, what was going on, all this we had to start over. Thank you. So we got Fatima, and again, we have a concern. She said, okay, let me reach out to so-and-so at corporate. She played the third person. They should get back to me. I'll have something by the end of the week, maybe next Monday. All of these interactions take excruciatingly long amounts of time because this person is in the middle. Instead of talking directly to who can deal with my problem, I have to feed my problem to somebody, and they can feed it to somebody themselves. Very, very frustrating. So, after all this time of getting the videos that we find that we need for them to be able to send a field tech, because now it needs to be a safety issue, because I'm sorry, not Connor. The other genius, Sulio said that this corporate now, they can't help us. So now we have an issue with it. It went from aesthetic to a Toyota safety issue. First of all, let me take you through their guidebook so I can show you their verbiage. So you got to get this straight. Multimedia system, initial setup. Various settings. These are the various settings for the software. All these are listed. Now, this is their verbiage. For safety purposes, there are functions that cannot be operated while the vehicle's moving in drive, unless it's parked. Okay, that's their lingo. Now, the next section on that is the driver settings, which entail these guys. But remember this, manual setup, and this buddy sign out to guest mode. Now, this verbiage, for safety reasons, these settings cannot be operated. That means all of those settings cannot be operated. Different verbiage. There are settings and these settings. There are dictates some. These settings dictates all. Okay. So. They have a field tech come out and writes us up this big deal about our car. He had to come from out of town. We had to wait a month for this guy. Important. Okay. Customer states that the radio screen is gay. Oh, by the way, I got a picture of this, and I can send anybody a picture. I got all this stuff that I have documented. I can send. I'll show you my email at the end. I'll send you pictures of any of this stuff if you want to read. Verbatim, all this stuff. I have all the documentation. I'll send you the videos. I have more videos of my stuff acting up. It's really interesting. Read. Customer states that the radio screen is graying out. Field tech specialists inspect the vehicle for aftermarket accessories, abnormalities, and damage. No abnormalities are noted. Perform health check, and no DTCs, digital trouble code, were found in any vehicle. The ECU, the electronic control unit. Now, DTCs are going to work if the software is working properly. But unfortunately, I said since day one, this software does not work. It's faulty software, and now it's in the safety issue field. All right. Customer unable to meet with FTS at the start of inspection. Now, that's important because we told these guys when we scheduled this that both Amy and I work not off till at the earliest 4 o'clock. Okay? He was going to be there during the day. We said we need to talk to him about this before he goes. All right? Now, he knew this. He knew this. Now, this guy left. I guess we found out later, 2 or 3 o'clock. Never called, said, I'm leaving. Can you come meet with us or whatever? No, nothing. They did not even prepare this guy, this receipt, till 5:40 p.m. They did not even write up this after he was done and already gone. So that one of us could come up, talk to them, meet them, talk on the phone, something regarding this. He was gone, already on his plane back to wherever by the time we came and get this. So, FTS requested videos of concerns and appropriately understand the condition. Customer provided 3 videos. First, the video, the customer shows the driver's profiles grayed out with the transmission. Okay. Okay, let me show you something. With transmission not in part, this is normal operation of the vehicle with many features. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This video supplied by the guest shows a gray screen with where the navigation map would typically be presented with Bluetooth phone connected. The navigation button selected, the entire display is not gray, and the functioning buttons on the left-hand side of the screen are visible, along with the microphone to use voice command. While FTS was unable to duplicate this condition over the length of inspection, the customer's video shows that this was. So now,
well, this is the screen I'm getting. Just started up and this is what I got. Awesome.
now, I don't know if you can really see, but the icons are grayed out so that they're not functioning. It says, yes, they're visible, but I can't access any of those. The only thing that works is the microphone button. Also, he says, now he goes on about the navigation. This has, you saw what my navigation does earlier. It does all kind of weird shit, but it's not just gray like this. My navigation doesn't look like this. This vehicle is not equipped with navigation, and it is an add-on subscription available to the vehicle. You saw my navigation, my free stuff. The guest photo depicts this screen being displayed within a parking garage. Obviously, this has happened more than once because you see I was outside driving. So I got it to happen a couple times. Let's see. Vehicles, no navigation. Additional vehicle is equipped, displayed within a parking garage. The vehicle is equipped with navigation without an additional paid subscription. No data will be displayed here when there is no cellular service in conjunction with no navigation subscription. This is a normal characteristic of a vehicle without a navigation subscription. This is not normal. Now, see, if it was normal, it's happened to me, obviously, twice. If it was normal, he would be able to reproduce it. Yeah? What does this say? While the FTS was unable to duplicate this condition over the length of inspection, he tried. He could not do it because it's not normal. Normal is something that anybody can do and pull up. This is normal. See that back arrow? That's a normal function. It goes back to the home screen on that. That's normal. He cannot do it. Sorry. Now, this is okay. So basically, he just makes up stuff. I'm calling him a liar. Third video supplied by the guest included a video of the customer driving while Apple CarPlay connected and the Pandora application opened. The video shows the system with the Pandora app not advancing to the next track or playing with any audio. Apple CarPlay connection is simply a projection of the phone into the head unit display. All computational handling is done by the customer's phone, and the applications therein are also controlled by the customer's phone. Occasionally, the customer may need to operate their vehicle when safe to do so and close and restart the application. This function is unrelated to the vehicle's head unit. Why is it called a head unit? See, if there was no computation going on inside the head unit, it'd be called an effing Bluetooth speaker. No. A head unit. What does it have inside it? A brain, because it's supposed to think. Well, the head unit has a brain, but it's not thinking right. So, no computation in the head unit. Again, it was simply regurgitating what my phone was sending out. It'd be called a Bluetooth speaker. And also, the system would not be called CarPlay, it would be called Phone Play. Simple people that work here. This is what I go through. You have to spell everything out like they're freaking 6 years old. Otherwise... Okay. Now, this is a safety issue. Customer states that the screen is graying out. The customer shows the driver's profile grayed out with the transmission non-part as a normal operation as the vehicle, as many features are disabled while driving for safety. It's found that when shifting back into park, the icons are now selectable. This is normal operation of the vehicle. Okay, I was not petitioning the fact that they go gray when shifted into park. That's all good and fine. It's what doesn't go gray when shifted into drive. Now, again, driver settings include manual setup, sign out to guest mode. These settings.
Okay, so these are the driver settings, current driver. Amy Johnson is showing up. All of these are available to be used because I'm in park. Now, all of this should go away. I'm going to shift into drive. Reverse, neutral, drive. Well, it appears that the manual setup and sign out guest mode are still functional, even though this is being grayed out as it's supposed to be. This has occurred after that genius Connor, our field tech from corporate, came out and diagnosed, that nothing is wrong with this. Look at that. I can adjust anything I want while I'm in drive. But unfortunately, this is a safety feature, so I'm not sure how I'm doing this. Again, in drive, back to park. Retarded. Thanks, Connor.
All right. So, according to Toyota, safety feature. Now, when all this kept happening, we got this is when we were talking to Fatima. Okay, so we asked to talk to the field tech about this, what was going on, because it's not accurate and our car is still messed up. It's doing you saw what's happening. It's unsafe. Aesthetically, it's not working, and it's unsafe in Toyota's eyes. So we asked Fatima. She said, I'll reach out. I'll reach out. Finally, Amy called, I think, the third time, and she said, look, you had a chance to talk to the field tech when he came out. You didn't come to meet him, and you had one opportunity to do that, and you missed that, and so he's not going to come out again. He's not going to talk to you about the issue. This is what she told Amy. So I called her back, and I explained to her that with both of us working until 4 at least, him leaving and not giving any indication to us, giving us no communication at all, text, email, phone call, nothing, that he was leaving and was going to be gone, how then were we supposed to debate that and to be able to look at this and go over this with him before he took off out of town? This is Fatima, our contact, all her training, all of her care and knowledge. It comes down to this is the response I got from her. I don't know. Awesome. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. I don't know. Awesome customer service. Didn't offer up anything. I don't know. Now, Connor, our field tech, I'm calling you out, man. Because you did not say anything, you did not mention in this, when it was in drive, that those issues were still actionable. You're either incompetent and you're not trained correctly, or you're a liar, because you know that if you would have said something that our software was acting up, then you would have had to do something to fix it, and it would have cost you guys money. I'm calling you a liar, Connor. That's the field tech. This is the guy that you send out to diagnose people. This is the guy that you rely on to be honest and upfront with what's going on with a car. Sad. Sulio, my friend, service director, dealt with Sulio. I finally had enough talking on the phone back and forth and scheduling appointments. I brought the car up to him. This is after we got this, and I couldn't talk to anybody about it. Nobody wanted to talk about it. So I bring the car up there and I park it inside their drop-off facility for maintenance. I didn't have an appointment, nothing. They got mad about that, but I parked the car and I went inside and I talked to him. I had to wait because he was with somebody else, but I talked to him. Amy and I went up there. I told him my conundrum with this and not being able to get a hold of the field tech. I said, we have questions with these issues. He said, well, let's go over them. Let's go over it, man. Let's go over them. All right, let's take them down. So I got to this first issue where it concerns the safety. I went over the verbiage with him. Now this is service director. This is the guy over everybody, maintenance service. I explained the difference between these and there are, and the safety. And I said, what's up with that? I got another winner of a response. This is the service director. I'm not familiar with that. Service director, head of everybody in there. I'm not familiar with that. And he wasn't all gung-ho about let's tackle them all after I explained that. He said, I cannot override the field tech. I said, this manual was written by people that are higher up than your field tech. He said, I can't help you. So, we're in that meeting. Oh, I'm sorry. He couldn't help. He couldn't help me after this. Let me backtrack a little bit. This is what. After he told me that he was not familiar with that, I said, so that's an unsafe. He said, no, it doesn't qualify as unsafe. I said, but I just explained why it is. He said, nope, I cannot override the field tech. I said, well, can you give me something in writing that says it's not unsafe? He said, no. So, and then he looked at me with that little smug smile that said, you know what, I'm not going to do my job and you can't make me. So, all right. Then he pulls this out. All of this time we're trying to get a hold of the Peel Tech and trying to talk back, trying to find him. He's like a ghost. Trying to figure out how we can fix our car. He pulls out his phone. Oh, I got Connor's number. I'll call. Say what now? So he steps out, of course. and comes back in after he talks to Connor. He said he talked to Connor. Said that Connor's going to reach out to Fatima and going to give us a call. Well, we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Reach out to Fatima. Hey, is Connor going to give us a call? I'll make a note of it. Nothing. So here we sit. We got referred to corporate because they couldn't fix our stuff. Corporate sent out a field tech that was shady, lied to us, lied in his report, is unable to be accountable to this report because we had our one chance according to Fatima. They don't just send field techs out willy-nilly everywhere and you can't talk to them. A field tech that's got a faulty line report and a dealership that says corporate. So we're stuck. Customer service my ass. This has been, again, like I say, the most horrific buying experience of my life. Now, this is the head honcho, Rick Doran. The man in charge, the HNIC. Well, reached out to him in the very beginning when this first started happening, the first couple of months, because I was so frustrated with what was going on at the dealership. Couldn't get anything to happen. Anything. I called him and left a message. Amy called him and left a message. 3 days later, Amy gets a return call. I didn't get anything. Obviously, they have, Amy's name is on the car. So just because I'm fiance, they don't have my commitment to give them money. So that came and went. Probably 6 months into this endeavor, I called Rick again. I called him once, left him a voicemail. Called the second day, left him a voicemail. Third day, called him, left him a voicemail. I told him the voicemail, hey man, it's the third day now, man. I'm trying to get a hold of you. I explained what's going on. We got our brand new car. Day number 4, I'm at work, he calls. I see it's Arlington Toyota, so I wasn't able to pick up. Doesn't leave a voicemail, nothing, just calls. Later, maybe a couple hours later, he calls back. He leaves a voicemail. Now, this is my first encounter with Rick Duran. This is his first encounter with me, first associating with me. And he chooses this. This is the guy that lets his business and work ethic and the way he wants to do things spread and permeate down to everybody that works under him. He chooses to leave me a voicemail that says, "Hey Mike, this is Rick. I've tried calling you 3 or 4 times now. You haven't returned my calls. Give me a call when you can. Now." It may seem innocuous, may seem mundane, but the man chose his first interaction with me to lie to me. Second time he called, it's on my phone, I still got voicemail. 3 or 4 times. Now, why would a person lie about that? I know. When they're not doing the job and they want people to think they are. Now, it's straight bullshit. So, Rick, you also are a liar. It's crazy. This is a guy that his knee-jerk reaction default, leaving me a message, is to lie about what's going on. It's retarded. Now, just for a heads up, lately, windshield number 2. Yeah, I got another crack in another windshield. So right now, we're on the list. Waiting again. So, I'm inclined to think with the airbag recall, the software having to be replaced and still malfunctioning, yet I don't see how they can look at the videos I've showed you. You saw the videos and say, nah, we're not detecting anything wrong. The faulty windshield, did I say that? Oh, the phone charger. It's indicative of the fact that they're putting stuff in their cars that they haven't pulled the bugs out of yet in an effort to make money. I congratulate you on trying to move forward and progress every year with something new in your car, but you got to field test it. You can't let me field test it and do your job for you. So we're stuck with this. I would love to hear. Oh, let me again say, Chauncey, our mechanic, Chauncey Andrews, he's been nothing but great. This guy, this is another thing that falls on Silvio. This guy has not been trained in the software that we have now. He was unaware of a lot of stuff that was going on, how it worked. You know why? Because he hadn't been trained on it. You know why he hadn't been trained? Shitty management. So I'll leave you with that. This guy, he's tried his darndest. He pulled his hair out trying to figure it out the same way we have. So hats off to Chauncey. Anybody has any questions, wants to reach out to me, that's my email. I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody more. Share the videos, share, I'll mail you this, share your picture of this. But so this is where we're at. Watch what they put in their things. They will lie. Be aware. Thank you guys for watching this. You guys reach out to Toyota. Let them know what's up, what you think of this. Love ya.